All right, so I got to raise the microphone now because the next gentleman that's coming up here, he's slightly bigger than I am, just a little bit, but he was big in the history of the New Orleans Saints as well because he was a terrific player, a guy that came out of an incredible draft and started that incredible run that the New Orleans Saints had back in 2006, and he played wonderfully on that offensive line, waited his turn, and when he got it, boy, he took advantage of it. And of course, he knew a little bit about the guy he's about to speak about too. And he did a little speaking to for a couple of years as play-by-play voice for the Saints. Now he's gotten back to coaching, and I'm sure he's talking pretty well there too. So we raise the microphone, and we ask you to raise your applause for the one and only Zach Stream. Zach?
Thank you. First of all, I want to thank the Saints Hall of Fame. It really is an organization that we talked a lot about as a team because it's a unique organization. This is not something every city has, and it's a tremendous amount of I think, importance that you feel as a player how much your city appreciates you, supports you, and I think the Saints Hall of Fame has always led the way. So not just because you're inducting two very good friends of mine in this year, but for what you do in general, we appreciate it. So this offseason was my first year as a coach. There's a lot of things these guys will both tell you that you wonder about as a player. There's kind of a mystery behind the curtain. And one of the big ones is the draft. What's the draft process like? How do they do that? We always want to get into the room, right? You want to see how they do it, right? Everyone wants to know. And there's one thing that comes up. It's a line of questioning, and as we go through all these players, hundreds of players in college coming out, there's one line of questioning that Sean asks about every player. Is he tough? Is he smart? Does he love football? And is he a great teammate? We ask the questions, those 4 questions, about every single person we talk about over a 2-week period. I think there's few players in the history of this organization that have encompassed those 4 things than Jahri Evans. Jahri and I were classmates. Offensive linemen came in together. And I remember the first time I met Ja, I remember it vividly. I'm sitting on my bed at the airport Hilton, which I think at the time was about the only hotel left in New Orleans, different times in '06. I'm sitting on the bed and I'm just anxious, nervous. Next day is our first day, my first day as a professional athlete. I'm sitting there and into the room walks Jahri. He's with his brother-in-law. Jahri has a smile ear to ear, a smile that I would learn over the years is kind of always attached to his face. And man, Ja looks like he's on vacation. Ja's excited to be in New Orleans. Hey man, what's up? Big hug in the room, right? You want to go down to the city? We're going to go to the city. You want to come? I said, no, Ja, Jahri, I'm good. I'm going to stay here. Why? Because I'm anxious, nervous, right? Next day's a big day. And you realize over the years that is very much who Jahri is. No moments too big. No adversity too great to overcome. He played with more confidence and poise than almost anybody I was ever around. And it's just kind of the guy that he was. For 11 years, I watched Ja. When I say this, I mean this. This word is probably overused. Dominate the greatest football players in the world. He's an absolutely dominant player. He's a wonderful guy to be around. And I think at the end of the day, this is the realities of Jahri Evans. He's a tremendous football player. He's proven to be a much better person, friend, husband, father. And I think at the end of the day, it's more important. But I'm very proud and honored to be able to introduce Jahri for this induction into the first and not the last of the Pro Football Hall of Fames. Ladies and gentlemen, Jahri Evans. Yeah, this is pretty awesome. Right, continues, you know. Thanks, Zach, for that, man. I remember getting a chance to go to Zach's hometown our rookie year in Milford, Ohio. Got to meet his family. You know, they're like family to us, and did a camp with him and where he's from and stuff like that. And, you know, what a great teammate, what a great friend, you know, a brother, truly. Thanks to the Benson's family, Mrs. Benson, Mr. Benson, rest in peace. Thanks for drafting me, Coach Payton, Mickey. Thanks for Ken, Hall of Fame committee. This is awesome, man. My wife, thank you to my wife. You know, we actually met in New Orleans. She's from Philly as well. She's from West Philly. I'm from North Philly, Nicetown area, but we actually met in New Orleans. So we were in New Orleans. Thank you so much. My mom, my sisters are here, my friends and my family. Thank you all. You know, we don't get here on our own. You know, we have a lot of support, whether it's coaches, whether it's family, whether it's friends, and that's one of the reasons why I'm standing here today. And like Zach said, you know, I did play with a lot of confidence. I was a small school guy coming to the league. You know, I remember being in the combine like one of 7 Division II guys, and I was doing everything. Everybody was like, oh, I'm going to wait till my pro day. I was like, well, there's no tomorrow for me. I don't have a pro day coming to Bloomsbury. There's nobody coming to Bloomsbury to watch me, so I had to do everything. But, you know, like Zach said, that's just how I approached it, man. I had a great first coach in Coach Marone, who's now in Alabama, who coached in the league as a head coach, and he always harped on technique. And, you know, that's why I played so long, is because I always worked on technique. I always worked to get better. You know, our coaches always preach ongoing skill development. You know, keep working hard, always be a better player. Like I tell players now, my high school guys, my college guys, and the guys in the pros is, if you're not getting better every day, the other person is getting better every day, you're not going to be able to keep up. So I always tell the guys, like, listen, I'm trying to be better next year than I was the year before. Guys will tell you, I'll be on a plane. I need that film right now. I need to know, I need to watch this film instantly. I don't know, for some reason, that's just how I work. So, but yeah, I have a few guys here with me. Also, like my trainer right here, Julius, just, you know, don't mind him. He's not a Falcons fan, but he is a Bucks fan. He is a Bucks fan. So our trainer, boo, I know, boo him, please boo him, boo. But some of those great guys that play for the Bucks, I always hit him extra little hard just for him, because we couldn't lose to those guys and go home and talk trash. But he's a big reason why I'm here today. We've trained together ever since I was in college, and you know, he was getting his master's. We also have a business company together, a gym, and we have some young guys and some Olympic guys that we train in our gym. But he's one of the main reasons why I was able to stay healthy. Just the way we train, how we work, where we work, it was awesome. So I thank you, brother, for that, for sure. Another guy, EJ right here. EJ, we went to Bloom together also. He went to rival high schools in the city of Philadelphia. But he met me, a real young Jahri Evans. I didn't play my senior year of high school because I broke my knee. So I was able to get a Division II scholarship. And EJ, you know, I stayed at his house. He was scouting me with the coaches. He was a running back. And I told him on the way over here, I was like, when I was at the Sigma house, did you think you'll be here at the Saints Hall of Fame? He was like, yeah, I do it. I was like, no, yes. You ain't know any. But yeah, you know, I'm not surprised to be here. When I got drafted by the Saints in 06, I wanted to be the best player I could be. And I did that. I worked very hard to be that. And like Zach said, man, we did some great things. We had a great general behind us in Drew Brees, broke a lot of records. Made our job very easy up front. We just had to go out there and bang our heads against the wall a few times. But yeah, so I'm just thankful to be here. I'm glad to be back in New Orleans. New Orleans is my second home. We got businesses here. So yeah, Who Dat Nation, I'm just happy to be here. Happy to go in with my brother, Roman Harper. You know, his family, haven't seen him in forever. The beautiful children. Beautiful wife, haven't seen him in forever. Mom, pops, miss y'all. Good to see y'all. But thanks a lot. Thanks, Who Dat Nation. You know, I tell you, man, the Saints fans is one of the best in the NFL. I tell you that much. And it's a big community, and the fans stretch. I mean, there's Who Dats in PA all the time. They come and they love the Saints. So thanks again, Mrs. Benson, the Benson family, Jay, Ken. Thank you all. Congratulations to you as well. And Who Dat, baby.
At this time, we're going to call upon Mrs. Benson again with Jahri to position themselves on either side of your portrait at the top. Stand up there. Make a step up. Jahri, you can help her. There we go. So we will ask Mrs. Benson to unveil a portrait that will hang for eternity in the Saints Hall of Fame Museum of Jahri Evans. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Saints Hall of Famer Jahri Evans.